Hey, happy Tuesday, everybody. Mark again here, WeatherMan Plus. I have a lot of big updates for you for today. I do have a good update as far as a train derailment. Have a great update as far as severe weather. It has upgraded, but it's not as bad as it's going to look. Plus, what is coming towards the end of February all the way through March is just starting to look crazy. Plus, today is the next day of our giveaway, so make sure you tune into the video. You get the word right, so you will be picked and be eligible to win this weather station. I still see people putting radar, and we haven't used that in over a week. So obviously you don't even watch the video. So please pay attention to the video. First, let's start with the update on the earthquake. Now, the Turkey and Syria earthquakes has caused a lot of destruction, guys. They found 8,000 people so far, but unfortunately, over 5,000 of them has passed and we have lost them. And there's still thousands more out there. Almost 6,000 buildings have collapsed, and they are still searching for thousands of other people that's still out there, guys. Now, the total has increased to over 5,600 buildings that has collapsed, and they have had a lot of earthquakes, strong earthquakes, ever since the big one, guys. So there's a lot more still to update. Hopefully they still find a lot more people that are still okay. God bless everybody in Turkey and Syria. Matter of fact, early in the morning on January 6th in eastern Turkey, that there was a dog howling all morning long, letting everybody know that this earthquake was coming. Plus an update on the trail derailment. They did do a controlled explosion to try and get rid of a lot of the material. It's extremely toxic smoke, guys, that's being trapped up to 3,000 feet now in the atmosphere. But the Emergency Management Agency has done a test on the fumes, and they did find out that completed air sampling throughout the county did not read any reportable levels of contaminants in the air. They will continue to advise citizens to exercise common sense as well as stay tuned for local media and updates. But so far, the levels in the atmosphere are not toxic to the nearby homes. There is people evacuated, but so far it's getting pushed way up into the atmosphere, which isn't good in itself, but still it is not at dangerous levels for people around the area. Plus an update on the Arctic oscillation, the cold air that is still coming. We have one coming from the 10th through the 12th, and we still have one coming down from the 15th all the way towards the 20th. And remember what I told y'all yesterday. I said you need to watch these people that show you these things 3 weeks out, because all it is fear porn. More than likely won't even happen. They don't even do an update because the information has changed. Now, I wanted to wait for the updates today, the 6Z from the GFS, as well as the Euro, to show you this information I'm going to show you. So you can see as you go from the 10th all the way to the 12th, we still have that cold air coming down. Remember, this is polar air. This is not the Arctic air, the pink you see up north. This will come down all the way from the south central, still go to the southeast, still bring in cold temperatures with this one. But if you look with that second one that comes down around the 15th and 16th, it comes down to southwest, just like I showed you yesterday. Then the Arctic air comes in. Update shows that it is getting blocked and it is not coming in. But there is something that's going to happen all the way until March. And you can see this when you look at your pressure. So as you go from the 10th all the way to the 12th, you get this high pressure goes all the way down, still towards northern Mexico, still bringing in some cold temperatures with that one. It will be polar air. Then as we get that next one, it gets blocked. It stays in the Pacific. It stays up north. It don't come in too far at all. And any air that comes in, you see it comes in from the southwest, will turn to polar air, which would be some colder temperatures coming through, but it's not going to be that super Arctic air bringing all them terrible temperatures in. That is not happening. I doubt you see an update on this from these people. I will keep you updated every single day. Matter of fact, when you look at the update that just came out this morning from the Euro, you can see in the Arctic Oscillation that we get a dip from the 10th through the 12th. This is that polar air I told you it is going to bring those cold temperatures through, but nothing negative temperatures in the south. Even the negative, seriously negative wind chills has dissipated from up north, but that is where the pattern is going to be. You can see also from the 15th through the 20th, we have the same dip of the same air coming, so it will be polar air. It's not going to be that deep Arctic air. But after that, as we go towards the end of February all the way through March, cold air is coming down, is going to be in our play all the way to the end of March. It's showing all the way so far towards March 21st, which is my birthday. But it goes beyond that, guys. This cold air and this winter is going to stick around all the way to the edge of spring. Now, of course, it's very hard to see this far, but if you look at climate forecast system, it is a long range model, and we are talking long range, so take everything that's very long, please, with a grain of salt. But you can see as you go from the 10th through the 12th, you still get that cold air coming down, especially for the southeast. You do have those freezing temperatures coming down, and it does go out through the northeast. But if you notice, after that, we do get a little bit of cold pocket. But you see after this, it comes in from the 18th. You still get some cold temperatures for western Texas, but it don't stretch too far south. You still get some cold temperatures on the 19th going to the south. This is the polar air, not Arctic air. All that purple is staying north. For the 20th, then as you move beyond, you can see as you start going to the end of February into March, that we have more cold air coming into play. This is going to keep coming in, guys. It's going to stick around all the way until the edge of spring. It's not going to be a super warm up. It is going to come back in our country, and maybe in the beginning of March, get some cold air coming right back down again towards the south central and moving towards the east, where you're going to be in the high 30s. It's not freezing, but our winter is not over. Now, obviously, it's too far to be accurate, but you can get an idea of what's up and coming, and climate forecast system is surprisingly somewhat accurate with what's happening around the country, guys. So this cold air is going to be coming in all the way until March. And we have our storms that's coming in, the immediate storms. And the update on those, as you get some storms coming in from the northwest, Washington and Oregon, start building up our severe weather for today. So as we go through today into tomorrow, it starts becoming our severe weather outlook in the south. You see how all that snow pretty much has changed. It'd be a little bit of mixed precipitation coming with this system, a little bit of snow, not much. As you go into Thursday, it starts winding up. Now you have mixed precipitation in the purple. You have snow coming in the dark blue. The light blue is all a chance for snow. While you're getting freezing rain still in the northeast, and as you go through Friday, it goes through the southeast with thunderstorms still. There is an outlook for that as well. And as you go through Saturday, it moves on. But we're going to stay in this pattern, because once we go into Monday and Tuesday, it's going to ramp all up again. We're going to stay in this pattern where these systems are coming from the southwest, going up to the Great Lakes. We're going to be in this pattern maybe to the end of February. So let's get some updates on these impacts. So as you go through Thursday, it's going to start adding up for snowfall for Iowa, and as it goes through Wisconsin all the way until Friday, get a little bit for the northern half of New Hampshire, Vermont, and Maine. And that is showing major snowfall. So I waited for the 6Z. The 6Z is still showing major snowfall according to the Euro. And so far there is a lot of novelty flakes coming around. An inch or less, maybe 2 inches. But it starts adding up for northern Missouri and goes into Iowa, where it starts becoming the major snowstorm. All the way from center to east, starts getting from 7 inches towards a foot. And it keeps going for heavy snowfall over a foot for Wisconsin. This is the latest update on the Euro, and it only shows up to 4 days. Also hitting northern Michigan, and it's going out through the northeast, only putting a little bit. Northern half of Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine getting maybe anywhere from 2 to 5 inches of snow. Now the GFS, to me, seems like the outlier is not what's trending, guys. And when the models disagree, you go by what is trending. It is confirming the first snowfall that's coming through, but that little kicker could bring major snowfall towards the mid-Atlantic and the northeast. New Jersey, Long Island, all of y'all is showing you can get up to a foot of snow. But when you look at a Canadian, you can see it's not there. So it's not trending with the models. The Euro and the Canadian is agreeing on this outcome. Not as widespread with the heaviness for Iowa, but it also is showing this is going anywhere from 7 inches towards a foot towards Wisconsin. And this is all going to be north. I'm right here in Milwaukee. I'm probably going to get an inch as usual, but this is all going to be northern. But as we go for the official forecast, the National Weather Service forecast model shows almost the same thing, just not as heavy. But it is showing as you go through Thursday morning, it's going to start building up for Iowa and Wisconsin. As you start going from noontime into the afternoon, that's where it's going to start accruing up and building up. Still showing chances in that purple is anywhere from 6 to 9 inches of major snowfall, but anywhere from 2 to 3 to 5 inches is expected so far with National Weather Service. Now this is only 3 days. Euro can see 4 days, so maybe there's some more buildup that might come out of this. And the latest on the updates, so you can see that much below normal temperatures is from February 16th to February 17th. Only for this blue area right here. It's not going way far into Texas or the South. There's no big threat with this big Arctic outbreak in the south like you've been told before, guys. But they are expecting more heavy precipitation all the way from February 14th all the way to February 15th right here for the south going into the Tennessee-Kentucky Valley. And I know the I-95 corridor, a lot of y'all don't want the snow, but a lot of y'all are waiting for that big snowstorm that you usually get in February. This has really been the warmest February. And you literally have something hurricane strength in the Atlantic. It's just not where you need it to be for your marker to get that proper nor'easter. But matter of fact, it is bringing tropical storm force winds over towards Bermuda as that passes by. So it is something strong in the Atlantic, but it's not close enough for what y'all need. So let's go through the severe weather updates because it has updated for the next 3 days, so you know what to expect. For today, you do have a chance for tornadoes. You have a 2%. Now, I see that there is a cap in the atmosphere where this could not have too much strength to it, guys. Maybe a quick spin up or two, but nothing long lasting, nothing super severe. However, for today, it is for Houston, Texas, Pasadena, College Station, Sugar Land, and the Woodlands, Texas. Now, for tomorrow, it has ramped up, and this is going to start late in the afternoon for tomorrow and be all evening long. You have a 2% in the green and a 5% in the brown. But here's the places at risk for tornado threats for Wednesday. The brown being a 5%. Baton Rouge, Louisiana, Jackson, Mississippi, Lafayette, Louisiana, Monroe, Louisiana, and Hattiesburg, Mississippi. As well as a 2% in the green. Houston, Texas, Memphis, Tennessee, New Orleans, Louisiana, Shreveport, Louisiana, and Mobile, Alabama. And this threat is moving into Thursday. Remember I told you it was going to update the Thursday, Friday weather. And it does have a 5% chance for severe weather for Thursday going into Friday with these storms. And so far that's Montgomery, Alabama, Mobile, Alabama, Columbus, Georgia, Tallahassee, Florida, and Albany, Georgia. Now as you go through today with your cape, with your lift, you can see you get a lot of strong lift right here for Texas. And as it goes overnight into the early morning hours, it zooms up for Louisiana, Mississippi, a little bit of southern Alabama, eastern Texas, all the way until noontime. Then it grows into Arkansas and gets a little bit of western Tennessee as well, all the way until late at night, staying in Mississippi the longest. But this is where you have your best chances for tornadoes. Texas might get a spin up today, but not much confidence in that. Now you can see on the sounding, like if you look up here at the photograph, you obviously have some easterly winds pushing to the west on the lower levels, and in the upper atmosphere is going from west to east very strong. You don't have a very strong hook, but you can see right here there is some wind direction change with height, but the intensity is way up in the atmosphere. And if you look at the temperatures, you can see on the ground that the parcel is 67 degrees Fahrenheit and is trying to build a warm layer up above, trying to get a cap for today. But you can also see when you look at your significant tornado perimeters, it puts dew points, wind shear, it puts all these factors into one. You can see all day long for Texas, you don't really have much going on. You might get a spin up later on around 9, 10 o'clock for southern Texas for a moment, as that cold air comes in and really ramps up the system. Then it's not really much until tomorrow. Then tomorrow it raises up for northern Louisiana, for Arkansas, for northern Mississippi, all the way to 5 p.m. Good chance for a tornado. and it gets stronger as you go through the evening, especially for Arkansas. That right there could easily be a supercell moving through southern Arkansas all the way to 8 and 9 o'clock at night. Then it ramps up again for chances for Louisiana and Mississippi to gain a little more strength through the night. So just be warned, this is going to be a late evening chance for tornadoes for tomorrow. But you can also see as it goes into Louisiana for tomorrow that you do get a lot of speed shear. You have winds going from the southwest to the northeast very fast and intensifying at the higher elevation. So you could get speed shear, chances for a tornado. Also for southern Arkansas, you see how you do have winds going to the east-northeast, and it does intensify with height. So you could get speed shear for a chance for a tornado for you as well. And as it goes through Mississippi, you also are getting speed shear. You're getting a lot of winds going east-northeast, but they are intensifying at the lower level. So it definitely could be speed shear, which could give y'all a tornado. And that's when it starts intensifying also for Louisiana and possibly southern Mississippi. You start getting a strong updraft, winds going from the south to the north, and you get wind direction change with height and intensifying with height. So you definitely have a chance later for Wednesday. It will be a late afternoon chance for tornadoes. So when you check your latest helicity values, which shows you wind direction change with height, it shows you a strong vorticity of a system, a possible strong thunderstorm or tornado. You can see all the way until Wednesday morning, you really don't have anything for today, but as it kicks in for tomorrow morning, you could get a strong cell going all the way from DFW going into Oklahoma. And as you go later in the afternoon for the southeast, it's going to be mostly for eastern Texas, northern Louisiana, going into Arkansas, and maybe late at night getting something going into the New Orleans area and maybe for central Mississippi. So it does strengthen up as Wednesday afternoon comes in. But you do see the latest with the Euro, the 6Z, the update, that with the lightning strikes, you do have lightning strikes all afternoon long for Texas, going into the DFW and Houston as well. Then as you go overnight into the early morning hours, that's where it starts strengthening up. And remember, down here is where we saw a good chance for a tornado as you go early in the morning. Then it goes into Arkansas with these storms, and it really builds up tomorrow afternoon as all these storms brew up for eastern Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Arkansas. It goes into Tennessee, a little bit for Kentucky and southern Illinois by 1 a.m. on Thursday. A lot of storms coming through. And then it does travel all the way to the east as you go through Thursday. It starts weakening down a little bit, but it strengthens up as you go through Thursday evening. But Thursday afternoon into Friday is where it's going to go past South Carolina and maybe stretch into North Carolina a little bit. Not showing super severe. These are pretty weak amounts of lightning strikes. However, there will be some thunderstorms with some lightning in them. But the latest Euro is showing as you go Thursday into Friday. That's where that strongest winds still showing. Thursday is going to be the strongest damaging winds, guys, as it goes to the Ohio Valley and strengthens up by Thursday morning. Then as it goes through Friday, it goes out through the northeast, and we get that little kicker that comes in after that. And you can see this with GFS. It shows pretty much the same thing. Then you get that little kicker that comes in for the weekend, brings some more maybe winds going all the way to the northeast and the mid-Atlantic all the way till Sunday and possibly Monday. Then we're going to start all over again on that next system that could be bringing some winds with it as well. But so far, all Thursday afternoon bringing high 40s to 50 miles per hour wind gusts, not only for the South, Tennessee, Kentucky Valley, Ohio Valley, even for Wisconsin and the Great Lakes. And then as that next system comes along and comes across the East Coast to the Northeast for Sunday and Monday, it could be bringing 50 and possibly 60 with that as well for the coast of the Northeast, while everybody else will be in the 40s. But just for the next 72 hours, next 3 days, National Weather Service does have an inch of rainfall in all this yellow, and all this red starts becoming 2 inches chances for flash flooding. And that's what the update on the Euro shows as well. And as you go Thursday into Friday, it starts bringing some rainfall towards southern Alabama, Georgia, the panhandle of Florida, going into South Carolina. But they have updated your flash flood risk. So for today, you are in a marginal in this green, all the way from San Antonio to Oklahoma City, all the way into southern Missouri, and you have this slight risk for flash flooding. And this is going to stick around for a few days, guys. For tomorrow, it's going to move over a little bit. Now you have DFW get into the marginal all across Louisiana and Mississippi. But now you're getting a slight risk moving into Arkansas, southern Missouri, a little bit of southern Illinois, and western Kentucky and Tennessee, with the marginal going all the way up towards Springfield. But this will continue. You still have another day where you're going to have a slight risk, marginal risk for flash flooding all the way from the south, all the way towards the center of the U.S. A big hot spot of where these storms are just going to keep training, and these training of these storms going in the same areas is what's bringing this flash flooding. But thank you so much for your support, guys. I appreciate y'all sitting through these updates with me. Please share this information. Let people know what the true outcome is of everything that's going on. Remember, I do have these weather stations like crazy, and I am giving another one today. And yes, you can put it to your fence or on a pole. Comes with a great display, and it hooks up to Wi-Fi to weather underground. And it gives you updates every 18 seconds on the winds. This truly is the best one out there. Now, to qualify, you must be a subscriber, you must hit the like button, and you must put the word in the comments. And I love the way y'all been going with the comments. Y'all are really great. God bless you all. Let's keep the comment WeatherMan for this giveaway. We will change it on the next one. For this one, we will keep it WeatherMan. And I will announce the winner tomorrow in this video. Remember, I will not contact you any other way but in this video. But as far as the timing on the snowstorm, the update with HRRR shows that it does transfer over into snowfall as you go freezing rain first. As you go to 2 o'clock in the morning, then it goes heavy snowfall for Columbia area, for Missouri, goes into Iowa, then it goes in towards northern Illinois. But you see how you got that freezing rain line that's coming first. So there will be a transition. It will be storms, it will be freezing rain, then it will be the snow. And this is as far as we can see. This is all the way to 6 a.m. on the 9th. But most of all, thank you for your time. Everybody that knows me here on my channel knows that I appreciate every single one of you, and I appreciate your time. I know how valuable it is. Right after this, I'm going to homeschool, probably for almost a whole day. We have a lot of portfolios to do. Today, I want to read to you Luke 21, 10 through 20. This is Jesus speaking. Then said he unto them, Nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And great earthquakes shall be in divers places, and famines, and pestilences. And fearful sights and great signs shall be there from heaven. But before all these, they shall lay their hands on you, and persecute you, delivering you up to the synagogues and into prisons, being brought before kings and rulers for my name's sake. And it shall turn to you for a testimony. Settle it therefore in your hearts, not to meditate before what ye shall answer. For I will give you a mouth and wisdom, which all your adversaries shall not be able to gainsay nor resist. And ye shall be betrayed both by parents and brethren and kinsfolk and friends. And some of you shall they cause to be put to death. And ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake. But there shall not an hair on your head perish. In your patience possess ye your souls. And when ye shall see Jerusalem compassed with armies, then know that the desolation thereof is nigh. Amen. God bless you all. May you have a very blessed Tuesday out there today. Please pray for people in Syria and Turkey, because what they are going through is just very much unbearable, guys. It's just unbearable. I couldn't imagine being in that tragedy. Thank you most of all for your time, of course. Have a very great day, every single one of you. And all glory does go to Yahweh, our Father in heaven, our God. And I pray he keeps you safe every day of your life, you and your families. Amen. Hallelujah. Have a great day, everybody.